Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to make a short walk around video about this 2023 Proton Exora 1.6 Premium. This is actually the minor change version of the Proton Exora. So I will show you one by one what has this 2023 Proton Exora has been changed. So before I start, I would like to thank Proton Edar Senawang 4S for letting me feature the 2023 Proton Exora 1.6 Premium. So for more enquiries about Proton vehicles, I'll insert the sales advisor contact in the description below and you guys can check it out. The 2023 Proton Exora retains two variants option, which is between the 1.6 liter turbo executive and the 1.6 liter turbo premium. So the prices without on the road for the executive variant is 62,800 ringgit and for the premium is 69,800 ringgit. So there are discounts for the Proton Exora. For the executive, there are 2,500 ringgit rebate, whereas the premium spec you get 2,000 ringgit rebate. Exclusive for the Proton Edar Senawang 4S, they were giving out the canopy right there. If you purchase the Proton Exora, for the powertrain, it retains the CFE 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, produces 140 horsepower and 205 Newton meters of torque. So for the MC minor change, the Exora, Proton has improved the design of the oil cooler hose, which are known to be problematic in the past Exora model, but in this minor change model, Proton has improved the OCH to be more reliable. So the transmission retains the punch CVT gearbox. Let's check out the exterior and see what the Proton Exora has been changed. So one notable things that you notice is the logo right here. Back then it's a Shoot Proton logo, but now the Exora receives a Thundercat logo. And you do get gloss black trimming at the grille right here. And for the front, it's basically identical to the Exora that is launched back in 2012. Both executive and premium trim gets the 16-inch rim measured in 205/55 ZR16. For the executive, you do not get the dual tone garnishing. Instead, in the premium, you get dual tone garnish so that it looks more interesting and more sporty. And for the Exora, one thing cool about is standard across the range, you get front and rear disc brakes. Compared to the Proton Alza, only the advanced trim you get the rear disc brakes. So for the wheelbase of the Exora is slightly shorter than the new Alza. It's 2730mm, whereas for the new Alza is 2750. Although the wheelbase is shorter, but the interior space is considered spacious, which I'll show you later. Basically, for the exterior look, it retains the look that what you usually see the Exora on the road, just that they only changes the logo from the Shoot type to a Thundercat rounded type. And you do get shark fin antenna and you get the black roof for the premium trim. Since we are at the rear, let's show you the boot space. So when the third row seat is down, as you can see, you get a very generous amount of boot space. In fact, the boot space is larger than the new Alza, so that you can fetch more stuff. And right here, you do get some storage space and cup holders for the third row passenger. And you do get individual aircon vents. So this design, I think, is more practical than the Alza one, which is the aircon vents mounted on the middle row, because you get individual aircon vents so that you can get your dedicated blower. So the spare tire is located at the undercarriage, so you need to use the spanner, use the key to pop open this cover, and use the spanner to twist to lower down the spare tire. So right here, this is your toolkit, and this is a very solid board. You do get lights at the back. Let's check out the interior. So this being the minor change, you still do not get keyless entry because this platform is quite old. It's since 2009. So when you open the door, as you can see, you get some leather paddings. And I was a 2012 Exora boat owner, so I feel this padding right here is much more higher quality and it's soft touch instead of hard touch in the 2012 Exora boat. And the door handle right here is painted in gloss grey. So now let's close the door. It's considered solid compared to the new Alza in my opinion. And right here you do get your window controls. Only the driver's side gets automatic down function. There are no automatic up for the Exora. This is your central lock. This is your window lock. This is your side mirror folding. And the buttons quality right here is improvement over the Exora that I own. It is less flimsy and it's more solid. And the dashboard quality material expected in this price range are all in hard plastic. But for me, it's a solid type hard plastic. The new Proton Edar, I felt the plastic quality are a bit cheap, but this one is very solid, very sturdy. And right here, this is your fuse box. This is your storage space to store your stuff, and it's rubberized. So if you put your coins right here, it won't make noise. This is your card slot, aircon vents. They are not painted. And another notable thing that Proton has changed in the minor change Proton Exora is the logo right here. Other than that, all are carried forward from the previous Exora MC. And you get mechanical handbrake. There are no electronic parking brake like the Alza Advance. And you get individual armrest for the front seat. But I do feel the armrest is a bit flimsy in terms of the mechanism compared to my 2012 Proton Exora. It's very tight, but it's fine. At least you can rest your hands. And the steering wheel adjustment, they are only tilt and not telescopic. And the leather quality in this Exora is pretty nice and soft. And this is another changes for the Exora MC2. The previous Exora actually has a semi-leather combination, whereby this is fabric and this is leather. But in the MC2 Exora, all are finished in full leather together with perforated section. As for the safety, this is one downside for the Exora because it lacks out all the active safety features that you will get in the Proton Edar. You only get 2 airbags, ESC, ABS, EBD, and that's about it. It doesn't come with autonomous emergency braking. And here you do get dual storage space. And right here, the glove box now has a hydraulic, whereby you open it, it dip down very slowly, which adds up a bit of luxury in it. Cruise control only exclusive to the premium trim. So yeah, let's check out the back seat. The door opening are pretty wide and the doors are pretty big as well, so it gives you easy access to the rear seats. One thing I noticed this car is better than the Alza is the seat length. Because Proton Edar want to give you a spacious interior, so they will shorten the seat base. But in the Exora, it's actually full length, so you do get a comfortable sitting position, and the leather is very plush. Compared to my 2012 Proton Exora, the leather is quite hard, but this one is very soft and comfortable. And you do get stitchings and as an armrest, 2 cup holders and seat pockets for the rear. And this is your fan speed control for the rear blower. The rear seat comfort is, I'll give 4 out of 5 in terms of comfort compared to the Proton Edar, because the Proton Edar seat aren't as comfortable as this one. But one thing that the Exora lacks out is the ISOFIX mount, because this car is launched back in 2009, the first Exora, so it doesn't come with the ISOFIX. And the center seat belt is this type, very old school type instead of 3-pointed seat belt. Solid doors, in my opinion. This comes to a question: should you consider the 2023 Proton Exora or the newly launched Proton Exora? Well, in my opinion, if you are shopping for a MPV and you want something that is powerful, comfort to cruise in long journey trips, I think the Exora is a perfect choice because it comes with a decently powerful 1.6 liter turbo engine. So during Genting run or long journey trips, the Exora will be more relaxing than the Proton Exora, which comes with a 1.5 liter NA engine, which struggles a bit to keep up speed. But for the Exora, you can keep up speed very relaxing. And another thing that I would prefer the Exora is the ride and handling. Even though the new Exora does come with the DNG air platform, but the chassis of the Exora are also pretty solid. Given that the front is McPherson strut, rear is torsion beam, but the rear does come with a stabilizer bar. So during high-speed cornering, this car will be much more stable. And the wheelbase of this car is decently long. It's considered as C-segment MPV. The third thing I would recommend the Exora is the comfortable seat. I've tried to sit in the new Exora, and honestly speaking, the seat quality are not as good compared to the Exora. So Exora actually did a good job in terms of the ergonomics of the car. So benefit comes downside too. The downside of the Exora will be the fuel efficiency, because it comes with a 1.6 liter turbo engine, and this engine has been around for quite some time, so the fuel efficiency is pretty decent compared to the Proton Exora. Secondly, it lacks a lot of modern features such as autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, LED headlights, so and so forth. But these are the things that personally I wouldn't mind. So once again, I want to thank Proton Edar Senawang 4S for letting me feature the 2023 Proton Exora 1.6 liter premium. So I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.